Today we're heading to Colorado's Wet Mountain Valley, a region between the Sangre de Cristo Mountains and the Wet Mountains. Bree and I recently got hired to work together with the Custer County and Wet Mountain Valley Tourism Board, and we've spent the last week here hiking, exploring, and doing a handful of activities. It's been absolutely incredible, and in this video I'm going to take you on one of our favorite hikes that I did all week. After just a 2.5 hour drive from Denver, we're making our way to Westcliffe where this journey begins. Once we got to Westcliffe, we checked into our accommodation at Raven's Lodging, and then we had our friend Frankie come and join us for this hike, and the plan was to hike the Venable-Comanche Loop Trail, which takes you on a stretch of trail called the Phantom Terrace that connects these two valleys, and it's about a half-mile catwalk. It's an intimidating trail, but it's such a beautiful and amazing trail at the same time. It's quite a big day. It's supposed to be 12.5 miles with about 4,000 feet of elevation gain, but it definitely became one of my favorite hikes in the state. So while it may be ambitious, our goal was to make it to the Phantom Terrace by sunrise, which is about 5.5 miles into the trail. So we packed our snacks, we packed our camera bags, we set our alarms for a 1:15 a.m. wake-up call just to get a few hours of sleep before heading out on this trail.
Good morning. What time is it?
1:42.
You see it? 1:42. Come on in.
Came out a little extra early to catch some stars. Milky Way's hanging out over Humboldt.
Good morning. It is 2:10 in the morning. We are hiking the Venable-Comanche Loop today, and we're going to cross the Phantom Terrace. We are out here in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, hanging out in Westcliffe for the week, doing some work with the tourism board here, and we're actually making a video on the best hikes to do this entire area in the Wet Mountain Valley. But today, we're just going to be showing you this hike right now, as Frankie said. We are shooting some quick astro stuff on the way, just for like 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to get to the trail and hopefully make it to the Phantom Terrace by sunrise.
We're about just under 3 miles in. It's like 3:45 a.m. Whew, we're cruising. The trail is not as steep as I thought, which is awesome, but we have a long ways to go. I think we should make Phantom Terrace for sunrise though, so that should be awesome.
I have boogers running down my face, but otherwise pretty good. You?
Yeah.
Always wake up in the middle of the night to go hike. It's the best.
This rock cairn marks the start of the Phantom Terrace Trail. We got Frankie coming up the end of the Venable Trail. Here's the valley and Westcliffe and Silvercliff in the distance that we came up. And that's one of the two Venable lakes that we were just at. Some little sub peak. 5-ish miles in. And that line right there to the saddle over here is the Phantom Terrace. Gonna be going right along the cliff of Venable Peak. We're above 12,000 now, so feeling the altitude for sure.
Can't feel my hands. Shit is real.
It looks pretty intense from here, but based on this trail, and we're on Phantom Terrace, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. We'll see though.
Sick. This is so underrated. These peaks are beautiful, and we're about to get to a little spicy section, so right as the sun is gonna come up, it should be money. It's was worth it. It's all worth it.
We just shot a beautiful sunrise over the entire valley that we just hiked up. Now I think is the true Phantom Terrace spiciness that's going to begin. It doesn't look too bad. It looks a lot crazier from down there when you just see that you're going across the mountain.
It's a good line.
Good line?
It's a good line. Not too scary.
I think it's gonna be sick. I'm gonna pop the 360, which is probably gonna make it look crazier. You guys can see Frankie, and you can kind of see this trail, and it is solid trail, but a fall would be bad. But if you look at this, minus the trail right in front of us, it doesn't really look, I don't know, it looks way crazier from the distance, traversing Venable Peak, but super sick. How did it feel crossing the Phantom?
It was fine. I'll be honest. But
He was crying like a little baby.
there were some spots. You don't want to fall. It's pretty simple.
You don't want to fall down there. He wasn't actually, I'm just
It
kidding.
was fun, but worth it. The views up here, just look at these views. This valley's, this is highly underrated.
All right, so you can see the whole Phantom Terrace we crossed. Venable Peak. From the top of the Phantom Terrace where Frankie is, there's a beautiful ridgeline that comes over here. So I just got a really cool 360 shot. I'll play right now. Super cool 360 shot. And now we're gonna carry on, go around Spring Mountain, cut under Comanche Peak 13er, and then make our way back down to Comanche Lake and explore another valley and head back to the same trailhead.
I carried all this. I started at 145 and I hiked all the way up here with both bags. Now I must descend the porter on this mission.
I can't exactly tell from this angle, but behind me in this cluster of peaks, which are beautiful, there's Kit Carson, Challenger Point, Crestone Needle, Crestone Peak. I think Humboldt is hidden, but a lot of 14ers right there, which is sick. And then just on the other side of this valley is the Great Sand Dunes. So not too far from that. Right behind me is Comanche Peak. We just came around the saddle on the backside of Spring Mountain, and now we're gonna go descend 6 more miles or so through this whole valley and end up at the same trailhead as this morning. That's Comanche Lake behind us. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but if you've noticed, Bree is not here hiking right now. She's in town, she's in Westcliffe. We're here with the tourism board for a week, shooting and working on another video that you'll see on the channel soon. 2 days before we came down for this job, we did a hike up James Peak 13er on my birthday, and Bree kind of messed up her knee. Fingers crossed, her knee is okay.
Well, we're gonna get some more miles in. I left my fucking phone up there, so.
We are retracing our steps. We're at Comanche Lake. I think about a mile-ish down of backtracking. Frankie checked those rocks. No good, but we didn't think it was there anyways. So like another mile to where we think it might be. Quick tip, do not forget bug spray. We have it, thankfully, but just reminding you to also bring it, because as soon as that sun comes up, they're brutal. We're at mile 10 of 13, and we think it's 2 to 2.5 miles back. We know one of the last phone videos he took, so we're getting some miles in. Frankie really wanted to see Comanche Lake 3 times. We have now done that.
Oh my God! Hate you!
We found it like 10 seconds ago. We're just trying to be dramatic. And now we're heading back to the car.
Glad we found it. It's just like, could have been gone. It was gonna be gone for forever.
Yeah, it would have been gone for forever. It was in a bush by a spot that he took.
Plus,
he peed at earlier.
This guy came with me. It's a fucking animal right here.
It's gonna be a long day. We'll tell you the mileage back at the car. We're not gonna film much till we get there because we are beat, but it's been awesome. How are we holding up?
We're on flat tires. We'll get there.
Frankie's hurting. Civilization, baby. Woo! Strava says we're at 16.5 miles. And I won't have the vert till I end it, but I think for sure we broke 5,000. So huge day. On a normal day it would be, All Trail says 12.3 miles and like 3,800 vert. So we just got some extra work in. And now we get to go smash an insane amount of pizza. I'm so excited for that. So thankful. So good to see civilization. I am tired. We will see you guys later. Wet Mountain Valley. Amazing area of Colorado that is super, super underrated.